Welcome, sports car fans, to the main event of 2009, the launch of the new Ferrari 458 Italia. The claimed performance figures are utterly mental. Get a load of this. 0 to 62 miles an hour in less than 3.4 seconds, and this is the one that bends my head. Here we go. 0 to 124 miles an hour, that's 0 to 200 clicks in other money, in 10.4 seconds. That's 1.2 seconds quicker than last year's 430 Scuderia, and this is the thing that does my head in, that is 0.6 of a second quicker than a 599. Bit of brake disc. As with all Ferraris, they're all now ceramic braked. 398 mils at the front, 360 mils at the rear. So it's the entry-level, mid-engined Berlinetta. But it's become quite serious now. This has got massive power to weight ratio. And in the UK, when it goes on sale, you're going to struggle to find many of these really that dip under the £190,000 mark. So the baby Ferrari really has grown up. I live for these days. Performance, it's fast. It's really, really fast. It doesn't tend to just build. It just goes from about 1500 RPM up to about 9. Brakes, well, can't get anywhere near them on the road. They're stupendous, and the pedals great as well. Transmission, well, I think it's a little bit of a triumph actually. I was worried it was going to be a bit anodyne, it was going to be a bit removed, a bit clinical, because it's obviously a double clutch gearbox, but it's not. Throttle, this is quite interesting. I think the car has got an overly sensitive throttle for me on the road. It's so sensitive. There's no what you call sneeze factor at the top of the pedal, so just when you want to brush the throttle and just bring yourself another 1 or 2 miles an hour, that's very, very difficult to judge. It makes it a slightly difficult car to just coast in, which is odd because the transmission is so helpful in that capacity. Noise, fantastic. You get some good stuff in here. I'll just give you a blurt behind this lorry. Here we go, second gear. Yeah, you'd have some of that, and it does that sort of thing on the overrun as well.
This is pretty much the dream scenario. Someone gives you the keys to a 458 Italia, then points you towards a joyous little road just north of Maranello. So you jump in, key on, tweak the little Manettino to turn all the traction control stuff off. It's a bit damp and you fancy letting it move around a bit, and then you set off. As you can see, this is going to be fun. Just concentrate on the lack of steering angle used. It's a fast rack, just 2 turns lock to lock, and with these new larger paddles, you really don't even have to cross your hands. Everything happens on the steering wheel, even the indicators. This is what it's all about. Second gear hairpin. Great traction coming out of the corner and up through the gears down this straight. Braking hard into a right-hander. I'm not sure it comes any better than this. And so this is what the 458's about on the road. It's about power and torque, surprising amounts of torque given that it revs to 9,000 RPM. It's about precision, accuracy and covering ground at a remarkable rate.